Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation, as to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So straight into the action. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gullit. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
This is the time you need that pace. I suppose if you're playing in an attacking position in this team, then having a craftsman like Rui Costa beside you is a dream.
Is it most people's lists of great number 10s?
I'm going to go along with that too.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Xabi Alonso concedes a free kick for that. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. That
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Haaland. Oh, that's nice. Rijkaard. Ibrahimovic.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And it's Timber. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Now he's off and running. Oh, he's found support out wide. Tries a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Bullet clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Xavi Alonso. Messi. That's a little off target. And it's Rijkaard. Balde is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Balde making good progress. Alonso. Rui Costa. It's Xabi Alonso. Bullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahim, and the shot! Xavi Alonso. Lahm. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rafael Varane. Xavi Alonso. Rafael Varane. And it's Gullit. And this is Xavi Alonso. Hangs in a cross. That has been knocked clear. Messi. Gullit. Now it's Eto'o. Just eases him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rui Costa. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Eto'o. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. And that's off target.
Bullet has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Gullit. Xavi Alonso, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Gullit. And here's Haaland. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. He's played it back. Knocks it into space. Forward it goes. Varane does really well to win the ball there. Over to the right flank. And it's Timber. Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Gullit. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Timber. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
They've played it short. And it's Tim. Oh, shooting chance! Balde scooting forward. Tries one from range! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And they can counter here. Good ball over the top. Casillas tries to clear.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
That is good alertness. Xavi Alonso. And it's Gullit. And it's Balde. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Great vision. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space.
Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Casillas claims comfortable. And now they can spring out of defence. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Back towards the middle. Xavi Alonso. And here's Messi. Passes short and sharp. Rui Costa. It's a really well-measured ball. Ah, now can they counter? Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Gabriel, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Gullit. Xavi Alonso wins the duel this time. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. What a throw in.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 15, Gullit. Number
Roberto
18,
Carlos being
Cristiano
hunted in
Ronaldo.
packs.
Yeah, better
Number
communication
9,
and lots of contact seems to be the route to
Number
quietening him
7,
down now.
Striker. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's going for goal!
Number 17, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Number 22, McTominay. Number
Rui Costa.
19, Pirlo.
And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pirlo. Pullet charging forward, the ball at his feet. Balde. Balde drives forward on the overlap. Rui Costa. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he shoots!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Roberto Carlos.
There will
Rummenigge.
be 1 minute added time.
Now Cruyff. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. Ekitike. Ekitike running with intent. It's a good foot in there. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members. Substitution in progress.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Rummenigge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Pirlo. Cruyff. Played out towards the right wing. Driven in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Kaka. Timber. Kaka. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Bellingham. That's a good ball out wide. He is through here. And he whips it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Now he's got space here. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. Timber. And it's Kaka. And it's Kaka. Pirlo does well to get it back. That ball looks a good one. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Rummenigge. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it is half-time in extra time.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody
So
who's found
15
themselves
minutes
a
to
little
find a
lost
winner,
today.
but is there
Please look at the
anything
screen
left in
for
the tank?
information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 20, Ekitike.
Is there to be drama
Coming
in
on the
these
field
final 15
is
minutes?
Number 23, Bale.
0-0 still.
Substitution.
Play to win or play for penalties. Lovely bit of skill. And he's had it nicked away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bale, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
And it's Jordi Alba. Neymar. And this is Bale. Played with finesse. Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Lahm. Now it's Bale. Lahm gets flagged offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Yeah, and at least they both had a go at winning it in extra time. It's often the opposite.
Players then beyond the point of exhaustion, but there is still one final act to come. Cruyff is over the first kick. Off the crossbar and out.
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
Neymar is the next man in the spotlight.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
This for parity. Big character, big moment, big save. Barcelona are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Of course, 2 up.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, great save, that is a great save.
Everyone here are holding their breath.
The decisive moment. Arsenal fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. In with the challenge, and that has left him in a heap. Mbappe, well, played right into his path. They're urging him to... Cantona! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
It's Kane! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Kane, clearly the target here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. And it's been hooked away. And this is Kane. Now it's Bellingham. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
And yes, it's him again. Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Things already rolling. Now it's McTominay. And it's played in. Oh, greatly! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, good spread. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Threads one in. Haaland! Haaland! That is brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
They have what they want. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Definitely not one of his best. Coventry are looking to go forward now. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Diaby is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that looks a decent ball, and that is expertly dealt with. Not the most accurate pass. McTominay. Cristiano Ronaldo. Musiala. Rodri. McTominay. Now it's Haaland. That looks a cracking ball. And Gullit! Ruud Gullit! Beyond special! What a player! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Musiala. Oh, good read. Mateus. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Aims beyond it. Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. McTominay. And this is Hullet. Haaland! Off the post! Nicely aimed pass. And here's Hullet. That's a sharp pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played in by Roberto Carlos. He leaps for it.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Garnacho. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. And here's Pato. Takes a shot. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
McTominay. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Hullet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mateus. This is a promising build-up. And it's McTominay. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. That's destined for the flank. Good play on the left-hand side here. Davis picks it up out wide. That has been knocked clear. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Arsenal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Arsenal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. Back underway then. Coventry can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
McTominay. Lahm. And that could set him on his way. He's found a way through. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Hullet. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Time and again they are repelled. That's a look and place it forward. Arsenal looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Roberto Carlos delivers. Rodri spots it and intercepts.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Lahm delivers.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Davis. Garnacho has the space to scheme. He's cut it out.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Garnacho. Rafael Varane gives no quarter whatsoever. Ferdinand cuts it out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mateus. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball, and it's made its way to him. Bullish header! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Mateus. Looking for options for movement. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. Maignan must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Garnacho. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Musiala. Well timed, excellent interception. This looks promising. And the pass is intercepted. Mateus looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Now it's Pato, spread out to the left. Gabriel. Ronaldo might just make this. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Lovely, now then, it's Pato! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Varane is there to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. Mateus. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a sharp little ball here. In towards the back. Terrific effort! Oh, crossbar! Musiala. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ball has bounced loose now. Ball's played through. Space for him to turn and look. Diaby. That's very neat. And it's Bellingham. Rodri. Here's a shot! And it was a chip. And time is up. Arsenal have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So straight into the action. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge impact on this team.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And this is Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now, who's going to... Oh, what has happened here? He's rising!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely. And he shoots! Ronaldo! Superb! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Arsenal take the lead.
Gullit really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Mirassol are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Roberto Carlos. Now the cross. Oh, great leap! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, important interception.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So what can they make of this? Arsenal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Hullet. In it comes. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos. Chance to deliver.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Hullet. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rijkaard. And it's Batistuta. Hullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Haaland. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos delivers. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. No way through there. Cross to the back post. Maldini attempts a clearance.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ferdinand.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Out towards the flank. That's very neat. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Arsenal looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
So the action resumes. Belletti. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Over to the right flank. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, played right into his path. This might spell danger. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's going wide left. Lovely, now then. Rijkaard. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. Lahm. Haaland, never the sort to be shot shy. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he get it through? Plays it across. And he knocks it clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's having a go. He'll want to be quick to recover this. The ball goes in. And he's gone looking for safety. Looking for the run. Played in. Impressive jump.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Roberto Carlos has the space to... Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Arsenal with this 2-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Played it again. Oh, good climb! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Here comes the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Arsenal have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's going all the way! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were... Great chance! That's a good ball. Gerrard. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's gone out for a throw-in. And the shot! And again! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Mirassol appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's the throw. And it's Roberto Carlos. 75 minutes played. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi. Gerrard. For Bale. It's a good spell of possession, this. Strokes it back. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out towards the right wing. And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Arsenal have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Great vision. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, good spread. Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence. He's being urged to shoot. Collar, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a pretty loose pass. Onuachu. And it's Bale. Bale. And he whips, he leaps for it! It's hit the crossbar! That's going to go a long way. Oh no, this does not look good! That's a nicely shaped ball. He's onside! He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! It's all and we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Ball's out once more. Eto'o is onto it in a flash. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance for a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Getting up there! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Punched away. And now they can spring out of defence. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that is a nice touch. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Oh, good climb! And another try!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That's Maldini. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field. Argentina definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And that is a little undercooked. And it's Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Lovely pass, but can he... Chance! Goal! Arsenal! Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal have their lead. Forced to go back. Rodri proves just a little bit too strong. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. So a chance here. What can they make of it? Chance, surely! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Quite a game, this. All square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Pull it. Pull it! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the comeback is complete. And that really is so impressive. Argentina lead. Pull it! Well, they've got it back in, and he's following up! And it's in! And he is just ripping it up! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Arsenal dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Van Dijk gets it away. Pele. Gullit, who can single-handedly make a difference. Threads one in, tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! Ronaldo duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence... That's the end of the first 45. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So there was the first half.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Arsenal taking a one-goal lead into the second half. This could so easily change if the first half is any sort of a guide. So let's get the ball rolling. Bellingham, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Gullit. Rodri spots it and intercepts. It's not an especially good pass, that. Knocks it into space. And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's their second corner of the game. Impressive jump! And yes, it's there! And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And here's Gullit. Pele. And it's Bellingham, looking for a runner. Chips it through. And this is Ronaldinho. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Eto'o. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Gullit is eyeing up his options in the middle. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And this is Eto'o. Backward it goes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Haaland. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Eto'o. Bellingham. Gullit never out of the action for very long.
There they go, hunting again.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Lahm. Now it's Eto'o. Ronaldinho, showing good feet. Applies the finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Lahm. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's an imaginative pass. That's good vision. Now it's Hullet, and he's in on goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bellingham. Pele. Bellingham. That's very neat. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lahm cannot be beaten that easily. Roberto Carlos. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Roberto Carlos scooting forward. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's hit the upright. No, that's too long. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Haaland. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for a runner. Roberto Carlos. And this is Hullet. Hullet! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's got away. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rijkaard. And it's Lahm. Mateus. Rijkaard. And this is Roberto Carlos. A header! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Arsenal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Roberto Carlos. Some really good ball movement. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Could move up a gear here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mateus. Lahm is onto this. He's rising! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting.
Terrific effort! Just cruising! They are cruising! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Caros espectadores, gostávamos de pedir o vosso voto para o Fundo de Caridade Mundial.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe! Good effort first time.
Mbappe cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
No, that's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Mateus. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Ronaldo is herring after that one. And it's Gullit. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And this is Gullit. Roberto Baggio. Ferdinand cuts it out. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Gullit. And here's Mbappe. Pass is just off target. Pinches it off him. And here's Shevchenko. Gabriel kept aware. and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Shevchenko. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Hullet. And this is... And the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Great vision. Southampton have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers and they...
He's having a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hazard, a player who needs no introduction. Rijkaard. Now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of... Shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Lahm. Ronaldo chasing after it. Gattuso. Roberto Baggio. And here's Shevchenko. And it's Hullet. Now he's got space here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. Hullet. Looking for the far post. Hullet. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Varane gets across to intercept that.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Lahm. He's shifting through the gears here. Thinks about the shot. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
There will be 1 minute at a
Somewhat
time.
off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
Arsenal really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break
to
again.
inform you that today's match day
Arsenal
programs are
leading
available
via
from
the game's
stands
only
located
goal,
by the gates.
1-0 at the
I'm
break.
sure they will make fine souvenirs.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open...
He's in one-on-one. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Gullit. Gattuso. Oh, that's superb. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He is through here. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Cristiano Ronaldo, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their
Impressive jump! That's going to go a long way. No way through there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Attendance for this match was 60.
You can run onto that. Now it's Haaland.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. There they go, hunting in packs. Played into the box. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gattuso. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Mateus. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Azar. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Gullit. Now it's Shevchenko. Now Gattuso. Mateus. Now it's Rijkaard. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Threads one in. Gullit. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's been caught, and one more try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, important interception. Gullit. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Gabriel. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. Gets his head on it! Great ball, and he's in here. Haaland. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Azar. Now it's Shevchenko. And he welcomes it in. And he's... Real chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? About as smooth as it gets.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Southampton cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, that's well spotted. Into the last 5 minutes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Early ball out from the back. That is good alertness. That has not gone well. Oh, can he get onto this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Haaland, and this is Messi, and he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Oh, good finish. And right near the end, we have parity. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And a header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's really well cleared. And the number on the board is 3. Good ball, good take. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball
Added
here.
time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And this is Hullet. He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example.
Šeško!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Now, and the shot! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Number 2, Varane. Coming on to replace him is number 4,
Lahm.
Van de Ven.
In towards the back. Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, delightful ball. That's a good ball out wide. Here comes and he's rising! Another headed effort. Again, not the most fruitful.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Beckham with the cross. And he's there to clear it. And it's Ferdinand. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Looking for the run. And pull it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! Manchester United leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Beckham. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Gullit.
That's going in strongly.
Half an hour played now. Now it's Gullit. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Zola, quality ball. And here's Gullit. Can he get it? And the finish! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That's a decent clearance. O'Shea, and here's him. Shot a goal! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. That has not gone well. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And here's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide.